Welcome to Cuba. The name itself evokes images of vintage cars, salsa music, and sun-drenched beaches. This Caribbean island, a short distance from Florida, is a place like no other. Cuba has a rich history shaped by indigenous cultures, Spanish colonialism, and a revolution. Today, Cuba stands as a unique blend of the old and the new, offering a fascinating experience for every visitor. Cuba's past is a rich tapestry woven with threads of indigenous cultures, Spanish colonialism, and revolution. Each era has left an indelible mark on the island, shaping its unique identity and vibrant history. Before the arrival of the Spanish, the island was inhabited by the Taíno people, skilled farmers and artisans. They cultivated the land, fished the waters, and created intricate carvings and pottery that tell stories of their way of life. Their legacy can still be found in the island's tobacco traditions and some of its place names. The Taíno influence is a testament to their enduring presence, even after centuries of change. The arrival of Christopher Columbus in 1492 marked a significant turning point in Cuban history. His landing opened the door to European exploration and conquest. Spain claimed Cuba as its own, beginning centuries of colonial rule. The Spanish brought with them their culture, religion, and governance, which would deeply influence the island's development. Spanish influence is visible everywhere, from the architecture of Old Havana to the language spoken on the streets. The colonial buildings, with their distinct style, stand as a reminder of this era. The struggle for Cuban independence was long and hard-fought. Brave men and women took up arms, driven by a desire for freedom and self-determination. The 19th century saw numerous uprisings against Spanish rule. These revolts were marked by fierce battles and significant sacrifices as Cubans fought to reclaim their land and rights. Finally, in 1898, Cuba gained its independence only to be caught in the crosshairs of U.S. intervention. The island's newfound freedom was quickly overshadowed by new political dynamics. The Cuban Revolution of 1959, led by Fidel Castro, brought about dramatic changes. This revolution was a pivotal moment, reshaping the nation's political landscape. It transformed Cuba into a socialist state, altering its course for decades to come. The revolution's ideals were reflected in the new government's policies and propaganda. The revolution had a profound impact on every aspect of Cuban life, from its economy to its culture. The changes were felt in daily life as the nation adapted to its new identity and direction. Music and dance are the heart and soul of Cuba. They pulse through the streets, cafes, and homes. Cuban music is a vibrant mix of African rhythms, Spanish melodies, and Caribbean soul. It's impossible to resist tapping your feet to the infectious beat of salsa, rumba, or sun. Salsa, with its energetic steps and passionate movements, is more than just a dance. It's a way of life in Cuba. It's a celebration of joy, connection, and the island's Afro-Caribbean heritage. But Cuban music is more than just salsa. The soulful melodies of the trova tradition, with its romantic lyrics and acoustic guitars, tell stories of love, loss, and everyday life. Music is everywhere in Cuba. You'll hear it pouring out of homes, cafes, and street corners. It's the soundtrack to daily life, a constant reminder of the island's vibrant spirit. Havana, a city frozen in time. Havana, Cuba's capital city, is a place where time seems to stand still. The city is a living museum, where the past and present coexist in a unique harmony. Stepping into Old Havana is like stepping back into the 1950s. The architecture, the atmosphere, and even the pace of life seem to have been preserved from a bygone era. Cobblestone streets wind their way past pastel-colored buildings, their balconies adorned with wrought iron railings and overflowing with bougainvillea. Each corner you turn reveals another picturesque scene, as if you've walked into a vintage postcard. Vintage American cars, polished to a shine, cruise down the streets, their chrome gleaming in the Caribbean sun. These cars are not just relics. They're lovingly maintained and serve as a testament to the ingenuity and resourcefulness of the Cuban people. These classic cars, remnants of a bygone era, are not just tourist attractions. They are a vital part of Havana's transportation system. They offer a nostalgic journey through the city, connecting the past with the present. The heart of Old Havana is Plaza Vieja, a charming square surrounded by beautifully restored colonial buildings. This vibrant plaza is a hub of activity, where locals and tourists alike gather to enjoy the lively atmosphere. Cafes spill out onto the plaza, offering respite from the tropical heat. Here you can sip on a refreshing mojito or enjoy a cup of rich Cuban coffee while watching the world go by. Musicians fill the air with the sounds of salsa and sun, inviting passersby to join in the dance. The rhythm of the music is infectious, and it's not uncommon to see spontaneous dance parties erupting in the streets. As the sun begins its descent, head to the Malecon, Havana's iconic seawall. This is the perfect place to end your day, with the cool sea breeze and the stunning colors of the sunset painting the sky. This broad esplanade stretches for miles along the city's waterfront, offering breathtaking views of the ocean and the city skyline. It's a favorite spot for both locals and visitors to relax, reflect, and take in the beauty of Havana.
Beyond Havana, sun, sand, and history. While Havana is undoubtedly captivating, Cuba's allure extends far beyond its capital city. The vibrant streets of Havana, with their colonial architecture and lively atmosphere, are just the beginning of what this island nation has to offer. From the lush tobacco fields of Viñales, where the landscape is painted in shades of green and the air is filled with the scent of fresh tobacco leaves, to the pristine beaches of Varadero, where the turquoise waters meet the white sands in a perfect harmony, the island offers a diverse range of experiences that cater to every type of traveler. The Viñales Valley, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, is a must-see destination. This valley is not just a feast for the eyes, but also a journey into Cuba's rich agricultural heritage. Towering limestone formations, known as mogotes, rise dramatically from the valley floor, creating a landscape that feels almost otherworldly. Creating a surreal and breathtaking landscape that leaves visitors in awe. Here, traditional farming methods are still practiced, preserving the age-old techniques passed down through generations. And tobacco leaves are hand-rolled into world-famous Cuban cigars, a craft that is both an art and a science. For those seeking sun, sand, and relaxation, Varadero is a paradise found. This coastal haven is perfect for unwinding and soaking up the sun. This peninsula boasts miles of pristine white sand beaches lapped by crystal-clear turquoise waters, making it an idyllic spot for beach lovers. Whether you prefer swimming, sunbathing, or trying your hand at water sports, Varadero has something for everyone. The variety of activities ensures that every visitor finds their own slice of paradise. Varadero has something for everyone, from the adventurous to those simply looking to relax. Trinidad, a colonial gem on the southern coast, offers a glimpse into Cuba's past. This town is a living museum where history comes alive. Founded in the 16th century, Trinidad prospered from the sugar trade. The wealth from this era is reflected in its grand buildings and intricate architecture. Its cobblestone streets, horse-drawn carriages, and well-preserved architecture transport visitors back to a bygone era, offering a unique window into the island's storied past. The Cuban Way of Life. Life in Cuba moves at a different pace. It's a place where people value connection, community, and simple pleasures. Cubans are known for their warmth, hospitality, and love of life. Family is paramount in Cuban culture. Generations often live together, sharing close-knit bonds. Neighbors are like extended family, looking out for one another and celebrating life's milestones together. Despite economic challenges, Cubans have a remarkable resilience and zest for life. Music and dance are an integral part of Cuban culture, providing an outlet for expression, joy, and connection. Resourcefulness is another hallmark of Cuban life. With limited access to goods and services, Cubans have become masters of improvisation, finding creative solutions to everyday challenges. A taste of Cuba. Cuban cuisine is a delightful fusion of flavors, reflecting the island's diverse cultural influences. From savory dishes to sweet treats, Cuban food is a celebration of fresh ingredients, bold spices, and culinary creativity. One of Cuba's most iconic dishes is Ropa Vieja, a flavorful stew made with shredded beef, onions, peppers, and tomatoes. This hearty dish is often served with rice and beans, a staple of Cuban cuisine. Another must-try is picadillo, a ground beef dish seasoned with cumin, oregano, and other spices. It can be enjoyed on its own, served with rice, or used as a filling for empanadas or pastelitos, which are savory pastries. For seafood lovers, Cuba offers a bounty of fresh catches. Grilled lobster, shrimp ceviche, and whole-fried snapper are just a few of the delicacies you can find on menus across the island.
Cuba, an unforgettable journey. Cuba is a country of contrasts, where the past and present collide in a vibrant tapestry of culture, history, and natural beauty. From the time-worn streets of Havana to the lush valleys of Viñales, Cuba offers a journey of discovery for all who visit. Whether you're captivated by its rich history, enchanted by its musical rhythms, or drawn to its pristine beaches, Cuba promises an unforgettable experience. So pack your bags, embrace the unexpected, and prepare to be captivated by the magic of Cuba.